Hello, hello everybody. Welcome to the first English-speaking online OGI convention. I'm really glad that you're here attending. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm really glad that I'm here presenting. But let me introduce myself first. I'm Jenny Lahana. I'm more than 20 years a marketeer for big brands and for big Greek companies. I have reached the top position of this profession quite early in my career, and therefore I have been enjoying for many years the privileges that correspond to such a senior executive position, like high salaries, fringe benefits, and my life was running great. Everything went fine until the financial crisis struck Greece. From that point onwards, gradually, year by year, what happened is that the amount of job increased exponentially. So I was working very long hours. I had a very heavy traveling schedule. I didn't have the time to see my child for the whole week a lot of times, so I could not really follow his life. I could not see him grow up. I had lots of regrets and sorrow that period due to this reason. On top, I was working under a lot of pressure, with a lot of stress, and in many cases in a toxic environment from a psychological point of view. And all of this with a lot of insecurity, whether we are going to get paid the next month, or whether the company will have the money to keep us and not lay us off, and all of this with less and less money every month, every year, earning less money. So the balance at the end of the day was negative. So when I really lost my job, I was found in a situation that I asked myself whether I want to get another position like that again, because I felt that everything I did was in vain. I felt disposable, and I felt that I was working and I was sacrificing my family, my time, my life, in order to serve and to help somebody else reach his dreams. And there was nothing left for me really when they stopped. So nothing. I had built nothing for me. So I was in a crossroad, really asking myself, what's the next step? And to tell you the truth, the idea of getting a job again like that seemed to me like a nightmare. It was terrifying, as much terrifying as the option of not finding any job at all. So at that point in time, OGI came into my life, and you know, every time when you are ready for something new, then this comes into your life, when you are ready to receive it. And I was presented with a plan of OGI. I was very enthusiastic about it. I understood from the first moment that this was a very big opportunity because it combined three trends, worldwide trends, the internet, the network, and the affiliate marketing. And I started with a big package after a lot of questions, of course. I started working for the OGI, and this for me has been really, and this is why OGI is very important to me, a life reset. It's like I pressed the button to restore all my life settings, like I found another road, another path to make my dreams come true. And the first chapter of my new life took part 2 years ago in the first conference I attended, which was called the Awakening Conference. Very symbolic name, if I may say so. And you can see me on the background worrying whether I do the sign correctly rather than looking to the camera. And after 2 years, this last July, in another conference we had by the name Ignite, I was recognized as an affiliate marketing leader, which is a very high team recognition, team level recognition. In this course of time, I had with me two very important assets. The first asset is my two coaches, and I would like to take the opportunity and thank you guys for your part in my journey. It's Maria Peraki, my everyday coach, and Konstantinos Kastanas, who is really a mentor to me. They both inspire me, they both guide me, and they are valuable for me for this journey so far and for the journey to come. So the second asset was my dream. And you know, dreams cannot be quarantined. Dreams, the bigger they are, the stronger they are. And dreams do not sleep. They are there even when we sleep. But do we really, everybody of us, do something about them? Do we chase our dreams? I came across the results of a big research during the quarantine that really astonished me. I was shocked because, according to the research, asking people whether they made their dreams come true, 50% of them said, I never tried. I didn't try it at all. So 50% of the people never try to reach their dreams, to make them come true. This is shocking, huh? The 40% of them give up after the first failure, and another 7% give up after multiple failures. So this adds up to the 97% of the people that either they do not chase or they do not succeed to make their dreams come true. And that's why there is a very, very famous quote circulating in the internet that says that the 97% of the people who quit too soon are employed by the 3% of those who never gave up. And since we want to be in that 3%, and since I want at least to be in this 3%, and I don't want really any other time to find myself working for the dreams of other people, I asked myself, what should I do? And I found out that the first answer I have to give is to the question what I shouldn't do. And what I shouldn't do is I shouldn't quit. I shouldn't give up. And why I think that this is important? Because every time there is an obstacle, every time something is painful, and sometimes change is also painful, growth is painful, going outside of our comfort zone is painful, a failure is painful, disappointment is painful. Whenever something does not go as we expect it to be, every time we are programmed in a way that our mind tries to protect us. Therefore, every time there is pain, what our mind does is that it creates a voice that says, quit, 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 quit. And there is this quit signaling all the time. What we need to do is actually create another voice that will say and will answer, no, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. And if you say it a lot of times, then you come up with never give up. And this is very, very, very important. And you have to think, just go back and think, if you could program your mind that giving up is not an option, there's no such thing as giving up. Game over. You die if you give up. So you can't give up. There is no such thing. Then all the rest of your alternatives would gain value, would be suddenly much more worth, would have much more worth. So this is the first thing. It is really a tricky one that we have to do, to program our mind that we will never give up. There is no such option, so stop signaling quit, quit, quit. I don't quit. And there are things that we need to do. And what we really need to do, in a more intellectual way of saying that, if I follow and I quote the words of Nikos Kazantzakis, who is a very, very well-known author, a Greek author that has won 9 times the Nobel Literature, 9 different years. He had said, you have the brushes, you have the colors, paint your paradise and go inside. Okay, in other words, what do in business words, let's say, not using literature, what we need to do? We need, my friends, to pay the fee. Because in every decision we make, there is a fee to be paid. And if we give up, the fee is the fee of regret. If we don't give up and we try, then there is another fee, and it is composed by 3 different properties, qualities that we need to have. First of all, we need to have faith. As Roosevelt said, believe, and then you are halfway there. If you believe you can do it, then you can do it. You're already halfway there. The more you believe, the better. And the second one is expectation. Expectation is a click above faith, is what really feeds back faith, is what strengthens faith, because it keeps our enthusiasm quite high. It gives us hope. Expectation is when we don't only believe that we will make it, but we are expecting that. We know that this is going to happen from time to time. The only thing that we don't know is which is that time. And we know that exactly like the caterpillar transforms to a butterfly, and there is a small miracle there, a small miracle of the nature, exactly like that, our miracle will happen, and it is a matter of time. So the second thing is expectation. The third one is effort. And in our business, effort really translates to continuously doing presentations, continuously have our own production of newcomers, continuously enrolling first line enrollers, personal enrollers. Never stop doing that. And we need to gather our matches and to put them in their place. Continuously, never stop doing that. Some of the matches, of course, will not light up, because maybe there is a problem with them. They have a little bit of humidity and they need to dry out. Some others may bend or may break from the weight of the stone. Some others may be a little bit detached from the orbit of this stone, but some of them, 1, 2, you don't need a lot in the beginning, will light up. And if these will light up, there will be an ignition and there will be a huge fire. So never, ever, ever stop the effort. Put the effort continuously of putting more and more people in your front line. This is a very important step to take. And the last but not least is to accept the fact that failure and effort go hand in hand. They're husband and wife, let's say. You cannot really do things and expect that you will not have failures. Actually, what most people think is that it is a choice between two things, that you either win or you fail, which is not true. What successful people know is that success is moving from one failure to the other without losing your enthusiasm. What they really know is that a fail is a step forward towards your success. That's why also Nelson Mandela was saying that I never lose. I either win or learn. And this brings us to the miracle equation. This is something that came up to my mind. I like mathematics, and when I put them into cubes, into boxes, it makes me better assimilate things and follow them. So what my miracle equation says, it says that the miracle equals X failures. We don't know how many they are, depending, different target, different number of failures needed, plus one more trial. And why this looks like a miracle? Why is this equation valid? Because if we don't do that one more trial, the equation is not solved, and what is left is the X failures. So suddenly, if we do the one more trial, then the equation is solved, and all of a sudden just one more trial made the difference, and this alone looks like a miracle. And this, if you notice or if you read, you can realize that it's exactly like this. in all the successful people. That's why Thomas Edison said that many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. Because if you read to the internet the stories of a lot of successful people, then you will realize that before their success there is a succession of failures. For example, who would expect that Oprah Winfrey had been laid off once or twice, I don't remember, from local TV stations with the excuse that she's not good for TV? This lady that made millions, billions from her TV show. Also, who would expect that the figure that actually equals to intelligence. Okay, I got it. I had to take a time. Sorry for this, guys. He would have problems entering the university. He failed the first time, and he didn't make it to the University of Switzerland, of Zurich, I think. And who would expect that the same person, when he was graduating, his professors would not give any recommendation letter for him? Nobody. If we take the athlete, if we take the Michael Jordan, he said that the 9,000 shots that he missed, the 300, if I remember correctly, games that he lost, the 26 times that he was given the burden, let's say, the opportunity, let's say, the obligation, let's say, to throw the winning throw, he failed. These are the failures that brought him to success. This is why he has succeeded. So, what really you have to accept is that you have to embrace failure, and you have to understand that there's nothing wrong with failure. We need failure in order to succeed. And the important thing is, when you fail, to learn and to progress. That's why Walt Disney says, all our dreams come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Because you need enthusiasm, you need courage to keep going. So, if you don't give up, and if you pay the success fee, then come on, you have to be realistic. That's what I'm saying to myself. And you have to expect your miracle. So please make a favor to yourselves, and if you don't already do it, don't quit before your miracle happens. Happy to see you here. Bye bye.